In today's tutorial, we are diving into the world of React Native to explore the concept of responsiveness. We will start by looking at a basic component setup on the screen. So in here, we need the full area, so flex 1. So let's add background color red. And you can add a safe area view, is a component that renders nested content and automatically applies padding to reflect the safe area insets of the device. And this is especially important for devices with notches, rounded corners, or camera cutouts. We can wrap our elements from that, and we have to add a style, and we have to give the full area for that as well. Add flex 1 for that. All right. Let me change the color. You can clearly see what's the safe area is. Let's create another view. Add a style. Change that to box. And you have to give it a style. Add a width of 100% for now. Add a height. Increase the height. For now, we can give a margin from top. Let me quickly duplicate this so you can see the scrolling effect. You can wrap this in a scroll view. Okay, so scroll view. Add a scroll view style. We have to import this from React Native. Change this to light blue. So we can add a padding here. We have to remove the margin top because it's getting double. And we can add margin bottom. Let's make it 20. Add a border width if you want, so you can clearly see the edges. So you can get dimensions from React Native. So you have to create a state variable, a new state variable, screen width. All right, using the useState hook to hold the width of the device screen. This is gathered by calling dimensions.get window.width from the dimensions API. And this API gives us the screen width according to the device current orientation. So let's add this to the style. You can override the width from here. Screen width. You can remove the width and check. Okay, let's reduce that by 40. That means the margin. And now you can bring this to the center using align self. We change this to top. Okay. And I should have to give a width to other boxes as well. You can use multi-cursor to paste this. Now take a look at this view right inside our scroll view. By setting its width to screen width minus 40, we are ensuring that this view is always centered with a 20 pixel margin on each side, regardless of the device width. This kind of dynamic sizing is what makes our app look great on any device, from the smallest phone to the largest app. All right. So you can add this to a variable. Let's say margin. All right. So in the margin variable, we have 40, and margin side variable, we have 20. All right. Let's apply that. All right. So this is not what we want. So it means we have to increase that to 80. Change it to 80. This should be 40 then. So increase the height of this box. Add a border radius. And now I'm going to go to the next level of this lesson. So let's add some style to our app. I'm installing React Native Media Query with Yarn. This package will help us create responsive layouts that adapt to different device sizes. Just a simple Yarn add React Native Media Query. There we go. It's installed and ready for action. All right, let's import that. And you have to remove style sheet from React Native because we are currently using the style sheet from our new package. We can fetch IDs and styles. And you can add your breakpoints here, the media queries. Let's add that to the box. At media, min width or max width. You can add your rules here. So let's add a background color, a different background color, so it's easy to understand. And I'm gonna check the screen width of this device. And if you want to check that, you can console log that. Let's type text, screen width. Okay, 430. Take a look at this. Let me pick a color. Let me remove this part. We can remove this as well for now. We can keep only one box. All right, let's add a view here. You can add inner box 1. Let me remove this. Right. Okay, so we have to style this. Add a small padding to the box. Add a background color. Add a width and height. Align the text to the center. Let's give a small style to the text as well. Make it bold. Font size should be 20. Change it to 25. I'm going to change the color again. All right, that's okay. You can increase the size a bit. Okay, now duplicate that. All right, now remove the height from the main box. So change this to 2, 2. Give the style. Number that correctly. Change the color. So take a look at this. I'm gonna wrap this from another view. Make it box 1, 2. Flex direction column. We can add another one. Change the style name and the color. Okay. Okay, let's go and check up a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this. You have to remove the third element from the second element set, like that. And I'm gonna wrap this all from another view. So this is the first one of the second element set. So I'm gonna change it to value. You can type capital X for that. So change the style names. This should be 5. Okay, add the fourth one and the fifth one. Make it white. And change the font color to black. So define a main style for the box. Next, add the 4, 5 as well. Change this to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add a style to that. Okay, now we are going to go to the next level of this lesson. You have to add a flex direction row. So you can see that we have to remove the margin. All right, and we have to add a margin from the left as well. We have to make it smaller. Add align self flex end. And a small margin from top. Okay, now here we have two screens. Left hand side there's a mobile, and the right hand side we have a tablet, right? So the mobile screen is okay, but we have to fix some issues on the tablet screen, right? So we are going to do that now. You can remember we added our state variable screen width recently, and it's okay on this device as well. So I'm going to copy and paste this here. And change this to max. So we need columns only for the mobiles. So other devices we have to keep as rows. And we have some styling issues as well in the tablet, but we can fix that. So we have to remove the top margin from the iPad, from the tablet. I can remove that from here, but I have to keep it for the mobile. So this is also same. And still they have a margin issues. If we try, we can do something for that as well. So add this to the 4-5 box as well. Okay, now I'm gonna reduce the width only on the iPad. There's a big issue on the close button. Close button is the inner box 5. So here we adding the margin top only for the mobile displays. So we have a problem in the mobile device. Let's fix that. Okay, so we can remove this margin top from the first element. All right, now that should be fine. And we have to add a margin only for the iPad. We can add a margin here, but we have to make sure we are not adding that to the mobile. So you can do the same. And you can see there's a small space in the right side of the tab of the iPad. So we can remove that by increasing the width of the fourth element. But we can change the size in the mobile. Right, that should be fine now. And there you have it, a nifty trick with React Native Media Query to keep your layouts adaptive and polished. It's all about practicing these techniques to make your app's UI responsive and seamless on any device. And if you found this tutorial helpful, hit the subscribe button. We have got plenty more tips and tricks to share. And thank you for coding along with me. Until next time, happy coding.